he then says, followed by code with 8%, and then followed by all other 22 languages. And we can see that, for example, German is only 0.17% and French is only 0.16%. So a very, very small fraction of the training data seems to be in German and French, or in general in languages other than English. Yeah, so let's see, how does this play out in practice? I would say let's just run a quick experiment to check that. So I will have my typical test prompt for drafting a background section of a European patent application. Let me first maybe fire up my GPT-4All with the Mistral 7B model, you know, the English-speaking typical model. And while this is loading, I'm copying my prompt. And maybe for comparison, let's start by just drafting a background section for a European patent application in English. So this is my typical prompt here. I say, you are a European patent attorney and so on. Your task is to write the background section, some style guides and so on. And then I provide some facts about the technical field of this invention, the prior art solutions and their shortcomings, and the objective of the invention. This is the typical prompt format I use. You can learn all that in the seminar, and you can also find this example prompt in the toolbox on the website. So if we fire up this English language prompt into the standard Mistral model, what comes out is, yeah, of course, in English language background section. So I think we don't have to go into too much detail here today. Other than saying that, well, if we read just the first few sentences, in the dynamic and evolving landscape of intellectual property protection, the intersection of generative AI and a large language model has emerged as a promising frontier. This technological fusion holds immense potential in streamlining the patent application process and so on. So I think it's fair to say that linguistically speaking, from a purely linguistic standpoint, this is perfectly polished English. So I would say, and it also sounds like a patent application, like a patent attorney would write it. From the structure and content-wise, really, it really more depends on my prompt. Probably if something is wrong here, but purely from a linguistic standpoint, I would say I like it. I think it's pretty nice patent lingo, so to say, patent English. Now, let's open up a new chat. Let's choose the same model, Mistral, and maybe let's just try to fire up the same prompt, but then I say at the end, answer in German, and then you can see how if the Mistral 7B model, if it also can speak German.